Is Fuad Omar. Another episode of Political Open Discussion on Kibla FM. Very interesting discussion, just about to get started. So get in touch with your friends and families and let them know we're live. We need to know what they have to say. They can bring it on board so we can have a good discussion. We have a gentleman with us today. His name is Razak Amwakuhene, out of his base in the United Kingdom. Brother Amwakuhene, I say hello and welcome to Kibla FM.
Thank you. Hello.
Well, we happy to have you on the show today. Man. How are you doing?
I'm very, very good. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Hopefully you're ready to go because this episode of our Political Open Discussion, I think might get a little bit heated. Okay? It's going to get a little bit heated. Reasons, because the individuals involved, they have a very passionate base. Their base, they're very passionate. So just in case you're wondering, I know you know them, but their base are very passionate and they're quick to defend them. So just be you. Have your take. I have my take, and the phone lines are open. If you're listening and you have something, you have a take, you're welcome to call into the program and then bring it on board. Come and say a word or two. Fine. Agree, disagree. It's all right. You can agree and you can also disagree. We're heading straight to Ghana. Ghana. When I say Ghana, election 2020 is right in the corner. So the whole temperature is very, very, very high. Gentleman called Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. First topic of the night. Kennedy Agyapong, the MP in Ghana. Quick question. Is that MP, Kennedy Agyapong, a tribalistic politician or not? To many, this gentleman is just a freedom fighter, standing up for what is right, okay? Saying things that many fear to say in public. He will come out and say it. And we had a gentleman call us after the last episode of Political Open Discussion on Kibla FM. And he told Kibla FM, he said, listen, guys, go read more about this gentleman. He's just strong. He can speak the truth in a very, very difficult way. Some might not agree with him, but he would face you, look you in your eye, and tell you the truth. To many, that is Kennedy Agyapong. To others, he's a tribalistic politician looking to divide people. And I'll give you the first take, gentleman from the United Kingdom, Razak Amwakuhene. What is your take? Is Kennedy Agyapong out in Ghana trying to divide people? Is the gentleman a tribalistic politician? And the phone lines are also open. If you're listening, log on to our website, kiblafm.com, www.kiblafm.com. Grab the phone numbers, call in, and bring your take. Go ahead, brother Amwakuhene on Kibla FM.
Thank you, my brother. Nice to host me.
You're welcome.
Well, I don't think Kennedy is tribalistic. I don't think so. But he's very divisive character. People might say he's a freedom fighter. I don't believe that. I think he's opportunist. He just want fame. So some are saying he's very honest guy. I don't think he's an honest guy. He's a liar. And I'll prove it to you.
You will prove
so
that?
Whoever will come.
Really? You're starting off with a big shot that you're going to prove that that gentleman is not a good person. He's not a freedom fighter.
Not at all. No, not at all.
And you've got evidence to back up what you're saying. Because
yes.
we're talking about a member of parliament, a gentleman who got voted by many thousands, and you're saying he is not a freedom fighter. To others, he is, but you're saying he's not. Okay, go ahead. You got 5 minutes to make your case, and let's go to the phone lines. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know why people are saying he's a freedom fighter. What is he doing? What is he doing to deserve that name, freedom fighter? I don't see that. He's fighting for privileged people. He's not fighting for ordinary common Ghanaian. I would say Anas is a freedom fighter. He's fighting for ordinary Ghanaians. Okay? Not Kennedy. I mean, Anas is going around doing investigation, taking all the risk and all the corrupt officials. He tried to bring them on book, get evidence, and take them to court and defend themselves. If they couldn't, they go behind bars or they get sacked. He is fighting for the masses. And Agyapong defending those people who are corrupt officials. So who's freedom fighter? He might be probably freedom fighter for people who are doing bad in the country, making the country cry and weep. If you take judges, for instance, so do you think the judges are the common people? Do you think judges are the common people in Ghana? I'm asking you, my brother.
You're making your point, and you're entitled. You know, your views, opinions
are
yours.
What I'm saying to you,
you're going to own up to it. Go ahead.
Today, Kennedy is defending judges who were caught in the camera taking bribes. I'm telling you, my brother, it's not Newton. Everybody knows whatever Anas is doing. Everybody knows about it. People know judges take bribe in Ghana. Even themselves, even Chief Justice said it. But in criminal prosecution, you need an evidence and hardcore evidence to bring someone to book. Anas managed to get some of it to moved. Meaning, if you don't have money and you take him to court, either you go to prison or you be found wanting. So at the end of the day, if you tell me a judge who took bribe and he got caught and you're defending such a person and you're telling me as a freedom fighter, that means whoever said that doesn't know who freedom fighter is. Freedom fighter fight for ordinary and common Ghanaians. Okay? It's not about making wild allegation with any substance. You can't substantiate anybody who go against your view. You have to lambast the person, throwing tantrums to the person, and call yourself freedom fighter.
Brother Amakun, I want to jump in. You're listening to Kibla FM. My name is Fuad Omar. So you've made your point. You saying, the gentleman is fighting for the elite. The guys on top.
That's it.
That he's not fighting for the ordinary Ghanaians. So why is it that, a big chunk of the masses, Ghanaian public, support him and they have a view of him as a freedom fighter? So you're saying they're blind and that they cannot see what is happening because they follow this gentleman and they just have a view that is different from what you're saying. They think he's a great man and he's a freedom fighter. And you've answered the previous question. You do not believe the gentleman is also a tribalistic politician championing dominance over other tribes. You don't believe that. But you're saying he is not, quote unquote, a nice person. He's not nice politically, But the examples that you've given, name one person that he's, fighting for, that person is an elite. Name one person because people want to know something,
Okay, I'll make more than one person. Don't worry.
Go ahead.
Kwasi Nyantachi is an ordinary person.
He's a citizen.
The judges.
Yes, sir.
That's right. I'm not saying not a citizen. Everybody's a citizen, is it? I'm saying the judges, are they ordinary people? They're elite. Okay? When you go to... Listen, the guy was defending Agyapong. When Nanado sacked Agyapong from his post, former Minister of Energy, Amelie Deal, he has an issue with it. and President finding him what he was doing was wrong, and everybody in Ghana found the same thing. Can Japan find the guy was right, fighting for him? Agyapong was who was it? Agyapong was president campaign manager during the campaign time. So it's hard for president to sack such a guy. He was one of the people, first person he appointed to very sensitive department or post, and he fired him because he was wrong to manipulate it, the Ameri deal. If you go ahead, that deal go ahead, Ghana will lose so much money. And President started the guy. Agyapong defended the guy. There's one guy I told our boss or whatever.
How did the MP defend the gentleman? How did he do it?
Yes. Ask your colleagues.
No, you're saying it, so you have to tell us how the defense came in. You're saying he defended a person that, in your view, was corrupt and got fired by the president. So,
well, it's not my view. It's the government view. I'm not saying it's corrupt. It was wrongdoing. The government fired him. That wasn't right. That's not what I supposed.
So you're basing it on
something fishy going on, and he sacked him. President sack him. It wasn't me sack him. President sack him. And everybody in Ghana, nobody defended the guy except Agyapong. Okay?
Maybe he has
there was one guy,
some evidences that you don't have.
There
Maybe
was one,
he knows more.
Sorry?
Maybe he knows more than you do regarding the issue.
I think you should go and tell the president. So you know more than president, right? Does he know more than president?
So you're saying the president cannot get it wrong?
Sorry?
The president could get it wrong too. Don't you think?
The guy was president campaign manager 2 times. 2012, 2016. He gave him that post with all confidence, trust. And so far as the president concerned, he betrayed him.
He betrayed President
and
Nana
nobody
Akufo-Addo.
nobody in Ghana, I listen to Ghana. I mean, nobody in Ghana find what the guy did was right, except Kennedy Japan. You say he's fighting for ordinary people? I told you, you asked me a question, and you said, I said he defend elite. And you asked me, mention one name. I mentioned how many names did I mention now? Who this guy, the elite or not? And you telling me this guy fighting for corruption in Ghana? That's a joke. That's a joke.
You know, to you it's a joke, but to many, we have a comment coming in. The
problem is, yes. The problem is because he's a populist. Everybody like populist. You know, Trump got fans. Your president in America, he got a lot of people support him, but that doesn't mean he's a good guy because he's a populist. He said what people want to listen, and people like me who can read between the lines know what he's doing. But I can assure you,
there are some differences, though. You know, Kennedy Agyapong is known to be a very charitable person. You know, he gives out to the poor. You know, we've heard of situations where this gentleman will come out of nowhere and pay school fees for the poor, the needy. You know, take them all the way through university level education, sponsoring them.
My brother.
You know, these people, the ordinary people you're talking about. No, if you saying everything that he does is to benefit the elite, you know, folks on the top. And I'm giving you an example of this gentleman.
I said he defend elite. I never say everything. I said he defend elite on the contest.
Okay, so you know, when it comes
to
politics,
he's a freedom fighter. Freedom fighter doesn't mean pay people fees. That's different matter. He's a generous, yes.
So all those
school fees, money out.
School fees that he pays, does that make him look good politically also to prove to you that he's actually a natural person and a nice person, or you're looking at the political aspect alone to give a picture of Honorable Kennedy?
That's right. And he could be very, 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 very nasty as well.
So you're looking at the negative part of him.
I'm not talking
Is that what
about
you're doing?
my brother. I'm not talking about. He's very generous. I think he's generous.
Very.
I believe that. Yes. But that doesn't mean he's a nice person. He's a nice person to an extent, but politically, he's really, really bad person.
Give an example of some wickedness that he has ever done to you or someone that you know.
Agyapong insult everybody in Ghana.
So
tell me who except president, who Agyapong did insult in Ghana? Tell me.
Others will argue that he also gets insulted. People insult him too. So others will say if he's insulting people, he gets the return. People give it to him every day.
Okay, my brother.
Slap him with heavy insult. They call him a drug peddler, etc., etc. Go ahead.
Have you ever seen Anas insulted Agyapong? Have you ever seen Mahama insulted Agyapong?
You talking publicly?
Publicly,
I don't know, but privately though, you never know. Go ahead.
No. What do you mean? I never know. I don't know Agyapong. I don't know Mahama. I heard them on TV and radio.
So that's what I'm saying. Some would do it publicly. Others would do it behind closed doors, and that is one of the reasons.
If it's closed doors, I won't know. So I don't talk about closed doors. I'm talking about publicly.
Okay, what you see on TV. Go ahead.
That's not what I know. That's right. So if you saw them be private, that's different matter. I can talk about it.
So
if you see Mahama, imagine you have beef with Mahama, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
What got to do with his mom? Even if you have issue with Anas, for instance, what got to do with his dad? What got to do that kill him and all that kind of stuff come to his talk? This man said one time, President Kufuor is a murderer.
When did he say that?
I'm telling you. Sorry?
When was this?
You know Kwadwo Mpiani?
Yes, sir.
Do you know Kwadwo Mpiani?
Yes, sir.
Right. When there was a guy, one of their chairman in Upper East region died, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And he sit on Adum TV, and he said the guy was killed by Kwadwo Mpiani and his boss.
Do you have evidence of that speech? Or maybe you did not hear him properly? Because why would
my brother,
yes,
your callers might come through. Your callers might come in. I give you where he said it. I said Adum TV.
Yeah,
he said that the morning the guy died, the next morning, he said that. He said exactly this is the word he used, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Kwadwo Mpiani and his boss killed the guy. He said Anas killed the MP, Anas killed whoever, Anas is a murderer. And you haven't heard that before.
Never heard of that.
I'm telling you today.
Okay, you're saying it, but you need to back it up with some back
up with
evidence.
What I said to you, go to Adum TV.
No,
okay?
As you're saying it,
people who support him.
Yes.
Maybe you don't follow the guy. You don't listen to the guy.
No,
I want his supporter or Agyapong to be here so I can question him.
But here though, listen, you've said something, right?
Yes.
You need to give references on this day or date. He said this, and that. You need to give references.
Okay, my brother.
But you've alleged and you did not give those references.
His supporters on the line, okay? Mm-hmm. The sycophants, they be on the line. I can assure you that. So let them come and disprove it.
There's a caller on the line. Let's go to the phone lines and bring in the first caller because I think they're gonna push you to the wall. They're gonna push you to the wall because they're gonna demand evidences. You've said things and you don't have the evidence.
Let them speak.
Prove it.
If they follow him, they know what I'm talking about.
They know what you're talking about. They know what you're talking about.
Everybody follows him, know about it.
Are you willing to retract because you have the chance before the callers come in? Because once
I'm not retracting anything. He said that, and he can say he said that. He won't deny it.
So you're not willing to retract. You're not ready to do it.
I'll stick with what I said. Yeah, he said, and not me saying it. I just paraphrased what he said. Not paraphrase. I just quoted him. Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the phone line and get the first caller on. so we can get a take from the listeners. Call on the line, your name and where you calling from. Your name, where you calling from? Hello? All right. I think we lost that caller. So let's move on. We're going to be back and deal with that topic because I'm still not convinced. I'm not convinced with your, what you've said, because you claimed he had said a gentleman murdered somebody. You did not provide the evidence. Day, date, time, nothing. And you've also said, he's working on behalf of those strong men in Ghana, the elite guys on the top. And
that what you're not convinced.
I'm not totally convinced because
you asked me you asked me one day, Martin, give about 4 or 5 names, isn't it?
No, partly I can understand your point because he's a politician. Therefore, he has his own interest. No politician will tell you.
In Ghana. It's not only politician.
Yeah, they all have the interest, all of them. No politician will be like, I'm a politician and I don't have an interest. That's not true. They all have their own interest. That's a fact. But
that's what I told you.
You did.
That's what I told you. He's opportunist.
Yeah, no, I don't.
That's got principle.
No, here's the difference though. Most people would say the Honorable Kennedy is not into politics to gain, money for himself.
Who tell you that? Who tells you that?
No, because folks will point out his businesses. He's well established. Therefore, he's not into politics
my brother.
Yes, sir.
When they came to this administration came into being and hadn't received contracts, he was crying foul all over the place. His wife got 100 million Ghana cedis contract just to play light.
Who did?
He will tell you he got a lot of contract from the government. What are you talking about?
Who gave him the contract? You mentioned his wife got contract. Which wife? What's her name?
Yes, 100 million. What's
her name? What's that wife's name?
His wife. I don't know his wife's name, but
you don't know the name, but you're a legend.
It's all over the place, my brother.
Yeah,
go to social service over there.
But on political open discussion on Kibla FM, you need to support your claim. You had said that his wife, was given $100 million contract.
I don't know what evidence type of evidence you want from me. What evidence you want from me?
Is it
who's the spit in it? Go on.
Is it 100 million? Old Ghana cedi or current Ghana cedi?
100 million new Ghana cedis.
Contract.
He got more than that, my brother. He got more than that. Hey, there's one contract he didn't get it. And he tarnished the guy he made. The guy who's, professor? Identification card or whatever they call it. Is it identification card? One of the professors he hosts, and then he didn't give the contract to his people. He was crying foul, and insulting the guy here and there all over the place. You throw all tantrums to the guy. My brother, please.
All right, let's look at the other side of him. Outside politics.
Yes.
What kind of gentleman is the Honorable Kennedy Agyapong? Outside politics.
Oh, me? You talking about me?
No, Kennedy, I'm asking you. Outside politics.
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you a question.
No, I don't. Listen, my brother, I don't know him. What I know I think he's a generous guy, okay? But there's a lot of generous people around.
No.
Only thing they don't showcase
okay.
what they do.
Let's put it this way.
Right?
When I asked you about the negative side, you've given me like 10 different examples, okay, of the reasons why he's not a decent politician, in your view.
Yeah.
Okay, you've given them out. And now we're switching to the opposite of that view, which is the positive.
Yeah, but I don't know him personally.
But you don't know him
personally. I don't know him personally, but all you know about him is about what he said on the TV and the radio.
Okay,
and
so
I don't like it. I don't support his views.
So are you saying
what I think is a danger for the society?
Are you saying, brother Amakohene, are you saying
in Ghana?
You've mentioned earlier that the political part of him you have seen on TV, right? On TV
and radio.
So you don't have a first-hand account on these issues. So on this
including all the politicians, you know.
Okay, but
so you can say what they say, you can judge them what they say, what they do. You know, they are public officials. You will hear from them on radio everywhere, you know.
But brother Amakuhine, on the same question, the positive side of him, on the same TV and radio, you telling the world that you've never heard once of some of the good things that he's done. You cannot remember one.
I told you he's a generous.
Give me an example. Let's give us an example so we can be balanced in this discussion.
Oh, he pay people fees. I mean, he give people money, the poor people and all that. Even though when they give you money, you come back and say it, and when probably insult you and give you the money, people like that, you know. So yeah, I know he does things like that. So I mean, that's it. Yeah.
So he's a gentleman paying.
When you ask me about is it tribalistic, I said no, he's not tribalistic.
Yeah.
That's my view. He might be, but so far as I'm concerned, I don't see that from him.
All right, so
what he does to everyone, he can do to anyone.
Paying the school fees for people. We're talking poor people, right? People in need.
Yes. Definitely. He's a generous guy. Yeah.
So that means those poor people that he's paying the fees for could one day grow up to fight for their rights, right? Because they will have better education.
Well,
isn't that right?
Yeah. Yes.
So that means he's not all about helping the elite then, right? Because if he's all about the elite, why would he help these poor people to jump, grow up, and then come and try to fight the elite for the right positions? Some people would have that thinking.
You said, you asked me, you said if he's a freedom fighter. And I said he's not a freedom fighter. Okay?
I think I have you in the corner.
I said that on contest.
I have your back against the wall.
And I said, politically, what he defend people who probably done something wrong, and the court have found them guilty on probably what they do and all that. He defends such people. So if you tell me he's a freedom fighter, fighting for people, he speak his mind. Actually, he speak his mind. Yes, he does. And I think he got the zeal. He's a very bold person. I like.
He's a good person, you said. So that's different
from
what you said earlier.
I would like that guy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If I would like one. He's a businessman, right? He's a businessman, and if he's listening to his story, he come from where he come from and where he's been now. Very good guy. Okay. Apart from his utterances and his aggression on certain things, and tarnish people image, said people this and insulting people. Apart from that, he'll be a perfect guy. I would choose one of the best MPs in Ghana.
All right, so you talking about him insulting people. You're listening to Kibla FM. My name is Fuad Umar. You talking about him insulting people, because
and say so and make so many wild allegations,
So
he's a ludicrous persona.
Don't people do? People would argue that he receives it too. Every day he also goes under attack.
What is he receiving? Listen, what is he receiving? I heard so many things. Yeah, I told so many people when they didn't even talk back. Kwajon Pieni, right?
Yes, sir.
Kwajon Pieni is old as his father. He is old as Kennedy Japan's father. The guy insulted him left and right. My man hasn't done nothing to him. The only thing he did, was he supported Alan Chirematen against Nanado. He has problem with that. Please. I mean, listen, the guy never talked back to him.
So
he can go as far as insulting even President Kufuor. Because now he can't get nothing from President Kufuor. He's gone.
So
the only person when he talk, he said the whole every MPP, every MP member. He said people they are all stupid. He said that one time.
Listen, when you talk about insulting, are you saying the way he says things, or because sometimes though.
Say things you can't say it. I'm telling you.
No, but sometimes though
stupid,
he might be talking.
I'm telling you.
But the tone is the problem. Could it be one of those instances?
It's not the tone. It's not the tone. It's the words and the tone.
But
the words
you use. Hey, just give us one line or one statement One statement. Back it up.
About what?
Some of the insults in a whole statement.
I mean, now you're talking about Japan, okay?
Yes, sir.
I hope you should have listened to his utterance, his views, and all that before probably we discuss about him. So what I'm saying, you won't be strange to you.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
At least
so people listen,
if I had said something like that,
maybe I should allow people
me.
to come and say and disprove what I'm saying.
The line is open.
That he will say that.
The phone lines are open.
As soon as even imagine, yeah. Hold on. Imagine he come and call you and so, who is talking about it? He come insult my dad, my mom straight away. You know what I mean?
Okay, could he? Okay. Brother Amakuhene on Kibla FM.
Yeah.
You've got a good point, but you know, one of the things, and all the things that you say are your own views, and you're responsible for those statements. But what I'm saying is,
it's a fact anyway.
To you, it's a fact because maybe you've seen them. I have not seen,
That's right. That's fine. I take responsibility of my own time, whatever I said. Yeah.
But if a caller comes in right now, and then pushes you to the wall and say, bring out an evidence, can you bring it out? Or you going to just tell them that you heard it on TV?
If he disagree or if he doesn't believe it, but anybody who is honest and he follow him, he will agree to what I'm saying. So there won't be any problem at all to pushing me to the wall. No, there's nothing like that.
Because I can tell you already sweating.
Sorry? Sweating?
Yeah, I can tell.
Me?
Yeah, you well warmed up.
I'm fully prepared and I'm here. I'm ready for anyone who wants to come and debate.
All right.
Including him.
I don't think a gentleman just sent in a message. Let's read it. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
George Bediako from New York City. He said the guest has no clue what he's talking about. He said you have no clue what you talking about.
You got a psychopath.
No, he said you've got no clue what you're talking about because you.
All right. You come on the line. You should come on the line. Debate.
He should man up and call. All right, yes, gentleman from New York, man up, and pick up the phone and call Kibla FM and engage.
That's right.
Brother Amakuhene live on Kibla FM 101. All right, let's move on. Last week, former President Mahama had said that the current government, the administration of President Nana Addo, they're wasting cash, they're wasting money, they're building soccer fields in poor neighborhoods, especially the Zongo communities. They're wasting money, and that such spending would not bring about a long-term development within these communities. And some argue that, hey, listen, the youth need something to do. So it's okay if they're building this soccer field so they can go play some football. Maybe one day they might become the next, superstars, and that could change their lives. But the fields, though, according to one person, would discourage the youth from pursuing other professions. They would all be like, hey, they think we're all about sports here. So they're not building, institutions that can train them to be something, They have a problem with that. And I think to many, former President Mahama is speaking for them in that regards. But then some argued that Mahama is not being fair to them or to himself because he was once a president. And during the time that he had the power, what did he do for the Zongo communities? So they throwing the whole thing back at him. Brother Amakuhene on Kibla FM, your take. You have 5 minutes.
Well, the conundrum we are facing in Ghana, confronting us now, is the politicizing of everything. Okay, listen. I know when I was growing up and what I heard, football is very energetic sports. If you see the history of Black Stars and Zongo youth, done us so proud. If you see the likes of Polo, Abdul Razak, Halim, if you see, if you heard the name of Ibrahim, Sunday Ibrahim, Babayara, all guys are Zongo guys. They were extremely good players. If they are playing now, they will be superstars. Ghana will be probably win a World Cup. So probably president or maybe the officials supported people from Zongo. They are good at sports. So why don't do this thing? If it's not just a showcase. By the way, how many are there? It's only one. They done in every Zongo. They done one in every Zongo, or just only one page.
They're building them across the nation. Yes.
It's a nationwide, or just only one page.
Mostly targeted within all the Zongo communities, one at a time.
That is good intervention, my brother.
You think?
Very good intervention. Yes, very good intervention. At least it's for start. It's good.
Can
because there's so many people out there.
How could this spending create jobs?
Yeah. Sorry?
Can it create jobs? Things for them, the youth to do, or they have to train for 7 years and hope for the best.
The job is out there. Yes, you can get a job. If you become a footballer, you can probably employ about 30 people.
But how many?
At the end of the day, it's a good start. There's free SHS there, free. So if you even don't have money, probably you can go and help yourself. If you are good at sports, probably there's a space to play football. Because when I go to Ghana, sometimes I look at it. My goodness, there's not even space to play football as when you were younger. So at the end of the day, I think it's a good intervention. It's a good thing. So we should encourage them to do other things as well, even libraries in the society as well. So people who want to learn should learn. People who want sports, they should do, and probably they should build a small stadium for running, for race and all that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, I don't think it's a bad thing at all. But as usual, as opposition leader, you're expecting him to say something, isn't it? So yeah,
but yeah, I know.
Because as soon as he praise him, go on.
But the youth though, they're looking for jobs. They want, something to do, and you're telling the world that it's okay. They should all go play soccer.
It's not all, man. So you can go to job and someone play football,
So they should go jogging and play soccer.
Imagine he doesn't get any job, he doesn't build any pitch. So at least he done at least one, So it's a good start. Like I said, I think it's a good thing. My view, I think it's a laudable idea.
So is it
something to the Zongo guys?
First thing first. Do you think the fields are the most urgent needs of the Zongo communities? Do you believe that is what they need first and first? Do you believe that?
I think the whole nation, they got free SHS, right? So that's the first thing. So it can be first thing. The pitch can be first thing. All right. So now he built pitches, or maybe a sports place or whatever. I don't know how it looks. I mean. Yeah. So I like I said, it's a good thing.
Okay.
It's better than none. So far as I'm concerned, if Mahama builds first 10, maybe he will be second 10, isn't it? So at the end of the day, but like I said, I don't fault Mahama for that, because at the end of the day, he's opposition leader. He will say something. He won't give credit to the government. If he give credit to the government, he will lose votes. So at the end of the day, he's doing his job.
What kind of person is Mahama? What kind of person would you say Mahama is? As a person, when you observe him, is he a nice person or a bad person?
No. If you see him, Mahama is a very humble guy. He looks really. if you listen to what people say, if he tends to be true, it says certain things are a bit surprised because if you see his demeanor, his character, the way he talks and all that, I think he's a good gentleman, you know. And then
You know who?
we are lucky to have him as a, I don't know,
Former
I
president.
can't even say ex-president, but now he's a candidate, you know.
All right.
So I don't think, Mahama is a good guy. I mean, I think before MPP and DC, both of them like them, both of the party likes him. So he become a president. So when you become a president, of course, you get enemies. I mean, I heard so many things. If it tends to be true, that's not good at all.
You know who
But
agrees with
us,
you?
as a person, I think it's good. You know.
You know who agrees with you
Sorry?
100% on that? You know who agrees with you?
I can't hear you. I didn't understand what you're saying.
Do you know who agrees with you? Someone agrees with you 100%.
Who is that?
The current Vice President of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He agrees with you 100%. He said Mahama is a good person, a nice person, but very incompetent. He's weak at the job.
I think I might go for Mohammed Bawumia in the sense that Mahama was too gentle, and I think if you see what was going on before, certain things you should put his feet on the ground. I don't see that, you know, and so many decisions I was expecting him to do to do, which he didn't. So I don't probably see him as a tough president, or maybe incompetent might be too harsh. But I mean, people say monkey play by sizes. So I mean, he's a vice and he used to be a vice. So at least you can use some certain way for him and all that.
But do you think,
like I said, yes.
Do you believe that Mahama was incompetent during the time that he was on power?
Yes, certain things I might probably say that. Certain things I was expecting him to do more, you know.
Example.
But he didn't. So yes, possible. Yes, you know what I mean.
Some of the examples of things that he did not do right.
Well, I see one of his aide. I mean, the guy is a general. What's his name again? One is close ally, and he keeping do certain things. You should have sacked, but he keep him all this while. Certain things they were fought. I mean, like I told you, when Nanado, energy minister, even his friend and all that, he sacked him straight away. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when people we went to Brazil. And Safi Yanka and all them guys came and certain went wrong. He couldn't sack them. He took them to the faster house. Things like that. I mean, it doesn't make you a leader. You need to be tough.
Let's go to the phone line.
You know what I'm saying? It's half for a one time and more that. I mean, as a leader, you got to be tough. You know what I mean?
Get ready.
Otherwise, people, use you for go on.
We going to the phone line. You're listening to Kibla FM. My name is Fuad Omar. Log on to our website, www.kiblafm.com, and grab the phone numbers so you can become a part of this discussion. Political open discussion on Kibla FM. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from? Hello?
My name is Prince Ohinampong, calling from Accra.
Go ahead,
Hello.
my brother. Go ahead. You're live on Kibla FM.
Yeah. Thank you. I think we spoke. I was on your show last week, and then this week too. I'm also on your show again.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, concerning what my boss is saying, Mr. Mokohin, I salute you, sir. I don't know whether
Thank you, sir.
You recognize me or not.
Do you recognize him, brother, from United Kingdom? Yes, go ahead. He can hear you.
No, I'm here currently in Accra.
In Accra, the other gentleman
I'm currently in Accra.
Yes, sir.
Close to Mr. Abraham Lincoln. Close to Mr. Lincoln, Ado.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. Let's concerning what you are discussing. In fact, I'm much interested in what you are discussing, and I just want to chip in one or two things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, concerning the things that Mahama was saying, and then I do expect him to say that. Mm-hmm. One thing that we shouldn't also forget is that education is the key to development in every nation. Mm-hmm. And it's one of the topmost things that Nanado, in fact, has done to help the people in this country. You know one thing, even after senior high school, I didn't know what I was even going to do. So after completing the university, and for now, if Nanado has free to everyone, I'll come to the pictures that we are talking about. But the first thing that Nanado did for Ghanaians, and we are proud of him, is the free SHS that he brought to the system. Gone are the days we were having intelligent people, brilliant students who will complete JHS and may not be able to continue due to financial problems. But for this particular period, Nanado has been able to eradicate or has eliminated all these problems out. And then you could, if Amakohine could remember very well, one of the days, if somebody completes JHS, they use the politicians' houses as should I say, as a bank, and then you see people going there to solicit help to further the education. But for now, it's no more like that. And then the pictures that we are talking about, my brother, we have a lot of people here in Ghana who are very good and talented footballers. And if they get the good facilities to play on, I tell you, very soon, sooner than sooner, if even one person is able to make it, that one person will come and help about 1,000 people in the community. So I think it's a very laudable idea. We are not looking at only the small picture. We are looking at the bigger picture. Well, at least let's assume at the Zongo community, let's assume they are 1,500 and one person is able to make it to the top. At least he will also come and help the rest. So we shouldn't also dispute the fact that Nanado is doing well. Nanado is really doing well. So for Mahama, I do expect him to say that. I do expect him to say that. Because
Brother,
at least he has to also convince people.
brother,
Hello?
calling from Ghana.
Yes.
Someone they just asking the question: are the pitches or the
I'm
football
listening.
fields a priority? Are they on top of the list? They thinking, they should start from the most important needs to the, baby steps. But you've got guys, going onto those fields to play soccer, and they don't even have the right clits, the soccer clits to play the ball. Therefore, they have needs. Some would arrive and they don't have shin guards. Some would come in there, they have ripped off, shirts. So these are all indications that, those important needs, have not been addressed. At least that's what a lot of people think.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. Listen, I said earlier on that the first thing that Nana did was not a pitch. He has done a whole lot of things, a whole lot of interventions. Now let me draw even more on the pitch and the pitch that we are talking about. Now, brother, when you go to the Western countries, especially UK, every community that you go, you will see these pitches around. One, a source of entertainment.
That's
And
true.
my brother, and I hope you are aware that lack of entertainment and lack of some amenities in some areas lead people to do wrong things in the evening,
That's true.
in the daytime, and when they are not doing anything. So if these pitches are being created, or if these pitches are created by Nana, one, we are going to have people who are going to work there as gardeners. It's a source of employment. They are going to be paid. Two, we are going to get people who are going to be as security personnel. They are going to be paid. Aside all these things, it is going to bring entertainment to the people in that particular society or community. Look, let's take for instance, I have closed from work. Let's assume I'm a teacher. I've closed from work and I've come back home. There's nothing to entertain me. What do you think will happen if a friend come and tell me, let's go and drink, after drinking, let's go and do this, do that? By the time you realize you are doing something bad. So if these pitches are created, I think one is going to even reduce crime. Do you know what I'm saying? It's going to reduce crime. Look,
Let me
when
chip in.
someone is being
You make good
hello,
intervention.
Go ahead,
You make good intervention.
brother Amakohene. Go ahead.
see,
You make good intervention. My brother, have you played football before?
yes.
Bro, have you played football before?
I've played football before. Yes, I've played football before.
No, I'm talking about my host.
No, yes,
Have
I
you
have.
played football
Yes,
before?
sir, I have.
All right. If you play football, I used to be a footballer, yeah? If you play football before, you understand, right? People are still playing football in Ghana, but they're playing wrong pitch. So government decided to give them proper
Yes.
pitch so they can train well. That's good thing ever happened.
So
Okay? Because if you play on wrong pitch, you can injure yourself. So many things can go wrong. You know what I'm saying? So now they go good pitch. Because there's so many people who are really good, but they train on the
Yeah.
place, you don't
Yeah.
expect them to play. I mean, so when you take them to proper pitch, they can play, So at the end of the day, they train here. So when they come to Europe, the same standard of pitch they got. And like Mama said, yes, most of the community got that pitch.
the brother that called in from Accra, Ghana, we've got info that you did not actually play soccer. You used to be a coach. You did not play on the field. You used to be a coach. Brother from Ghana. I hope you heard me. Oh boy, we lost that brother. That he used to be a coach.
So he said I was a coach.
Yeah, you did not play soccer. You used to be a coach. Not actually playing on the field.
No. Yeah. I didn't play. I played Ghana when I was young.
Yeah, because coaches are also part of the squad, though.
Anyway.
Coaches are also part of the squad. So at least you made the cut. You know something about the game.
Sorry?
So I say coaches are also part of the whole team.
No. It's not. Well, I can pro coach, but because Yapia is my friend. I used to play with him and all that here.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm his age.
Now
anyway,
the caller from
so I like football, and I'm the wrong person to ask is it good thing or not good thing. It's really good thing anyway.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Like I was saying though, if you have people
are really good footballers, so at least this is the best place to put it.
You think it's a good thing? They should keep building them.
Oh yes, it's a good thing. They play football, right? All right, they play football, okay, but not good pitches. Now they give them good pitches. It make them play twice as better as now they're playing.
Let me ask a question. Going to the call on the line from Ghana.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, I'm listening.
When you take a day off, right, and you start walking around the poor neighborhoods in Ghana, the communities, the Zongo communities and other poor neighborhoods, right? Can you tell the world that the first thing that hits you when you take a minute to look around those environments, the first thing that hits you, can you sincerely say is that you will think that, wow, they need a soccer field here? Or you look around and you see more urgent needs? Be truthful on this question. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. Thank you. I said earlier on that I think last week I made mention of this, that in every scale of preference, we or everyone's scale of preference, we have priority. And as I'm saying currently, now you go to our community and you realize that a lot of people are doing nothing. Just
reposition. Go ahead. He's got a break. Network issue. Go ahead and break. Oh boy. Yes. Unfortunately, we lost that caller. So that's a tough question. Brother Mwakuhene.
It's not a tough question.
Take it on. Take it on.
It's not a tough question.
Okay, go ahead.
If you look at Nanado decision to bring free SHS, he's thinking about the kids, children, how they can make it probably in future, or they can probably be somewhere. So this page probably belongs to the same case. When they go to school, they go to learn, and the education is free at the moment, okay? More or less. So when they go to school, they do that. We might have some people who are really good in football. When they come home, they got pitch to play. Okay? So it starts from somewhere, and I think it's a good move. It's a good move.
But you did not. Because, you have not answered my question.
Here, because in the UK now, you're having problem in the UK for now. London, only this year, more than 130 cases has been stabbed to death. 130, my friend. Black communities. Why? Because kids have nothing to do when they come from school. People are told selling drugs and all that. All the pitches they used to play, they are probably no more there and all that. So government want to bring the same system like probably Nanado is doing, creating some youth clubs and probably where to playing grounds and all that. So at least they got something to do, you know. So maybe that will stop the stabbing and all that. So at the end of the day, it's a good move. Mama was saying the same thing from Ghana. At least if you come and have nothing to do.
You still have not answered my question.
Yes,
you have not answered my question.
Yeah.
Mr. Amokuhene, you have not answered my question. Yeah. You have not. Because the question is, when you take a day off, say you've got a time, you start walking within those, poor neighborhoods in Ghana, right?
Yeah.
And the developed neighborhoods. You take a look around.
Yeah.
The first thing that hits you is it soccer field.
Yeah.
Is it soccer field, or can you see more urgent needs? That was the question.
Well, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff they need, So a lot of stuff they need.
What is the first thing that hits you?
This is one of them.
What is the first thing that hits you?
Perspective of case. Sorry.
The first thing that comes to your mind.
Sorry.
The first thing that comes to your mind.
What first thing comes to my mind? The kids have to go to school.
Okay.
That's the kids' job, They have to go to school. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. And the grown up have to probably go to work.
But here's the deal though. These schools that you're talking about, most of these schools they don't have this kind of soccer fields. You agree, right? They don't have it. They do not have it. Most of them
don't have it.
Most of them do not have it. So you're building these soccer fields outside the school environment, and you're still saying you want to encourage the kids to go to school, but you don't have this kind of fields at the school ground.
Well, let me tell you something.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. When you go to school, you don't have enough time to go and play football. Not enough time.
Or at least you have.
So, but when you come home,
40 minutes a day.
So when you come home, you have much time to probably play football. Coach, when you were a kid, coach and all that, he wasn't playing in school. School play his damn thing or anyway. But coach was in the communities, isn't it? So I'm saying, but he can't do everything at one time, One has to be done in another probably next government or whatever, So what I'm saying to you, it's better than nothing. At least he done something.
Interesting.
The
call on the line.
I've been in the communities where people are playing football, and sometimes I say, "Wow, these people are good." Where they playing, there's a potholes all over the place, very, very, very dry grounds and all that. So, when I come to Ghana, I can play football. I used to play football here. I can't play football because I find it very, very, very scary.
But when you take a look at some of the videos and the footages that we see, the first thing that comes to your mind does not look like it's soccer field, because you will see kids with the way they're starving. They need some food first before they go play soccer.
Well, listen, my brother, government can't feed everyone.
But at least
you can't feed everyone, It's not only.
But wouldn't it be, if you use such amount of money and you create the employment within the Zongo communities, wouldn't that be?
How much was it? How much was it?
They're not cheap. I can tell you that they're not cheap. Gentleman calling from Accra will tell us how much was the field. Gentleman, the call on the line.
Yeah. As I was saying, it's not about the field that Nana is constructing. Mr. Mako made mention of something which we have to take a look at it. One, about 90%, about 99% of the community here in Ghana, especially the Zongo communities, do have schools. They have potable water to drink from. Now, when you go to Brazil, brother, they have made it such that about 50% of the population do have at least one player from each household. And that particular player, when he get a job, when he gets something doing, he can help the others. So what Nanado is trying to do, one, he is trying to bring entertainment into our system. We can't always feel boring and then boredom all the time. Look, gone are the days that Ghana was able to take the world under 17 cup and the rest. Not that they just wake up one day and then went there to compete and take it. No, they played subsequently. In fact, those days they were going to secondary schools. They were going to community to community to pick players. So if these pitches are done, it is going to help our players. Two, it's going to bring entertainment. Three, it's going to bring job, as I told you earlier on. Now let's assume that I have one in my community. They are going to employ people as gardeners. They are going to employ people as security. They are going to, in fact, it's going to be a sort of entertainment to others.
I don't think
somebody may close
you're not going to need any gardeners over there because I think the artificial fields. So the gardeners would just maybe some security guards, yes, but no grass to the artificial, the turf.
No, listen.
Yes, sir.
No, you may still need it.
A gardener to do what? To mow the artificial turf?
No, not to mow, but to make sure the turf is always clean.
Okay.
To make sure that
to maintain the facilities.
We do have one at Accra Academy. And then when you go there, we have people who are always working on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So as I was saying, considering the type of pitches that we do have in this country, the pitches that we are very rough. So if the government has taken it upon himself that I'll build pitches, artificial turfs for the country, I think it's in a good direction. One, it's even going to reduce crime, as Amakohine said. Somebody will close from work or close from school. Instead of that person to follow a friend and go and do something silly, at least that person will find himself on the pitch playing, entertaining himself. And it will even take that mind that let me go and do this, let me go and do that out. And again, it's even going to help our players. You may be shocked that the next 3-4 years Ghana will go and take World Cup. You may be shocked.
Which World Cup? You talking the video game World Cup or the actual World Cup?
I'm talking about the actual World Cup. No, Ghana was close to the 2010 World Cup. Or you are not aware?
That's just a fact.
Ghana
yes, sir.
Was more than close to the World Cup. When we met, I think it's Uruguay or what? When Asamoah misses that particular penalty.
That's right, Uruguay.
But, so what I'm saying is that we have to develop. We have to start from somewhere. We can't just get there once. We have to get there, and then I know definitely we will get there. Now let's take England for instance. England started building pitches. They started building pitches, and then now as I speak, when you go to England, every community do have a pitch where the younger people train on. You go to Liverpool, they have it. You go to in fact, everywhere that you go, they all have it. So I think if Ghana too, we also deserve it, and if we also get it, it's going to help our youth to play well. Sometimes it's just because the facilities that we don't have here that sometimes help us, or do not help us to functioning well. So I think the pitches are, in fact, of good direction. If Nana has taken that initiative to build it, it's in good direction, my brother.
So that means the former president sees it differently. And according to what you said earlier, it is normal for Mahama to say it because he wants the job. So he has to say things to discredit the effort of the current government. Correct?
Yes, bro. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not doing politics here, but and here in Ghana, anything that we will do, even when someone wants to even drink water, they will still politicize it. We were in this country when 2014 Mahama went out and bought fowls from Burkina Faso, and then you can ask my big brother who is on the line, and then you could see. And then I remember very well. Within no time, all the files flew away. They all flew away.
They flew away and went
And
where?
they flew out of the country.
They went back to Burkina
They
Faso.
flew out of the country. Yes, but I'm not comparing this thing.
That wasn't the case, you know.
That's not the case. Go ahead.
That's not the case. It's like they didn't buy any foul, but they just said that, my friend. Simple as that.
They didn't buy any fouls.
They just chopped the money, and they say the body of when they go there. So where are they? Oh, they flew to Burkina Faso. It's a fallacy. So we said that. I understand why my brother is saying that anyway.
Well, you guess what?
So if
Go ahead.
So bro, if not that we politicize everything, and then we will say, okay, if this party is doing something good, let's all support it. If another party comes and he also does something good, you also support it. I think it will help Ghana, because there will one day we meet these pitches that we are talking about, and we have to start from somewhere. No matter the situation, we have to start from somewhere, and it will take somebody to do it.
Good point.
So if someone is doing it, I think we have to give that person even a hand of applause that the person is even doing well.
Wonderful, gentlemen.
True.
From Ghana.
True.
Good, really good point.
Definitely do it. We definitely do it. Somebody came. Mahama came.
True.
Mahama
I know. Ghana, we have a problem of maintenance. So they should make sure you spend big money for it. So they should make sure they should maintain it and keep it.
So use that money to employ people to keep keep the place going. Correct?
Yeah. And I know
Yes,
Ghana.
they will.
They will just leave, abandon it and all that. But I hope this won't be like a usual thing. They will make sure they'll keep it.
No.
The fields, however, though, they look pretty good. They well built. You can tell, at least from the videos and the pictures, some, nice fields. So hopefully, we get some superstars coming out of those underdeveloped neighborhoods. And one day, though,
that's why I want our case, maybe the ordinary citizen, to stop the politicization of everything, because now the pitch is there, anybody can go there and play. It doesn't belong to MPP or NDC. So it's there for Ghana, but Ghana, everything is about politics, and people look things with a political lens. Every single thing. It's a shame. If it's good thing, it's a good thing. President President John Mahama can say whatever. He's a politician. But people, citizenry, they are not politicians. But they still told a lie. That's one thing that upset me so much about Ghana, When I was talking about Agyapong, someone would say, oh, this guy's an NDC guy. Straight away. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not following probably his politics, or I don't like his politics. Straight away, someone would say the guy is NDC. Because they don't like what I'm saying.
Yeah, because they think you're wrong.
Ghana. You can't speak truth.
They think you're wrong.
The only thing you can go on.
They think you're wrong.
Who think I'm wrong?
Yeah, a lot of people are texting and saying, your statement about
Well, you expect that, innit? You expect that
MP
people say that. I know this.
No, because
it doesn't
here's
really
the reason,
matter.
though.
I mean, if probably
you did not submit the evidence.
But all the facts are put out there, they can't dispute that.
But
That's
they're
no
saying
opinion. It's a fact.
you have not provided evidence to back your claims up. You have not done that.
What do you expect me to provide, my friend?
Evidence.
What do you expect me to provide? If they dispute it, they don't dispute it. They know what I said was true.
But I asked you earlier, though.
I'm not saying nothing.
Date, and time. And you didn't give me one out of these three. Day, date, and time.
Ask my brother. I won't get a time and I won't get a date. Because it's not. But ask my brother on the line. He live in Ghana probably. So he might probably know better than me.
But
and
he wasn't the one
he might probably like in Japan. But ask him what I said is not true.
But you're the one that made
what's your lie, my brother? What's your lie? I don't need to.
You're not.
Why?
I'm not saying you're lying, but you need to.
I'm not saying. I'm saying what's your lie? What's your say something Mama didn't say?
So the next time we'll have you.
It's not my opinion. It's a fact.
The next time you join us, you would bring those evidences. Deal?
Probably I can go research and find it for you and send
you
it to
bring
you
the
privately
evidences.
and put it out there.
Yes,
But
you
anyway,
just
let him disprove it first. Let him say it's not true. If
there's
he
a
says it's
comment
true, there's no
here.
point, isn't it?
Another comment here. Abena
Sorry?
from the United Kingdom, London. She said this man from London is not saying the truth. Kennedy is a good person and he's helping Ghana. Support Kennedy. So they're thinking you're making things up, trying to make the Honorable Kennedy
that's what he
look
said.
bad.
His opinion, isn't it? So Kennedy is helping Ghana and all that. That's right. That's his opinion. I mean, that's not fact. That's his opinion. If this Kennedy won't even disprove it.
So
He said it. I think he said it the way I know him.
Before we go off air, the caller on the line that called in from Ghana, is Kennedy Agyapong?
Ask him.
Yes.
Is
Kennedy
ask him about what I said. If you even he might like him, but ask him.
The MP Kennedy Agyapong, he's the gentleman working on behalf of the elite, the guys on the top. Because that's the claim from brother Omwakwehene, saying he's not for the ordinary person, the guys at the bottom. He's not working for them. He's all about the big guys. Is that true? Do you agree with him?
Please come again.
So the Honorable MP, right, Mr. Kennedy.
Okay.
Is he working for the big guys, the guys on the top, the elite, or for the ordinary Ghanaian? Because Brother Amakohene thinks the MP does not care about, the guys, the ordinary citizens. He's all about the interests of the big guys. And I don't see it that way. Yes, one thing is fact. The gentleman is very aggressive in his approach. But being aggressive is could be that is the way he talks, right? Because some would be low in their tone and others might be a little bit more aggressive. But that does not
It's not
make
about
them,
that, my brother.
Okay.
He insult. It's not about aggressive being talking, shouting or whatever. That's not what I'm talking about.
No, I'm making
everybody.
I'm analyzing things based on my own observation. Okay. I'm saying.
Can I come in?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I come in?
Yes.
Yeah, I bet to differ from what our coin is saying. To be
Push
honest,
him to the wall.
I don't agree with him at all.
Push him to the wall. Thank you.
I don't agree with Nana Amakohene.
Okay.
Let me say this. Let me say this on record. Kennedy do not attack people. People do attack him and he will retaliate. Let me put it on record. And before you hear Kennedy talking, it means something has gone wrong. And one thing here in Ghana is that I don't even understand. I don't understand. When you are there and you are not talking, people will force you to talk. And when they force you to talk, they would say you like talking. Looking at what Kennedy Agyapong is doing, I don't see Kennedy Agyapong working for only the big guys. No. If I'm to tell you where I'm coming from, and one thing I like about that man is that he always preaches and says that justice must not be given only to the rich and the big guys alone. No. Justice must be given to everyone, every individual. That is the main. See, a friend of mine bought a land. The main reason why I was interested, and I'm still interested in Anas case, a friend of mine bought a land, and at this Anas that the last week we were discussing about, try to take the land. If not for the intervention of Kennedy, I'm telling you, my friend's money would have gone waste. And my friend that I'm talking about is not a big guy. He's not a big guy. He's just a young man who is now trying to make even ends meet. So if Amakohene says that Kennedy always talk for the big guys, no, that one I bet to differ. I don't agree with him. And if he also says that the man insult people, see, let me tell you one thing. the way I may address issues may be
that.
different from the way you may also address issues. Okay.
Okay.
I want to ask Amakohene. He should tell me one person that Kennedy insulted, while that person has not insulted Kennedy back, or did not insult Kennedy before Kennedy insulted that person. You should just give only one example.
One example.
No,
Okay. Ibrahim Mahama, have you heard him insulting Kennedy before?
Thank you.
Now, I'll give you more. So have you just answer the question? I'll give you more. I'll give you more names.
Ibrahim Mahama. Thank you. I'm saying that no. Look. Let me tell you one thing.
No.
Ibrahim Mahama
if you say I'll give you more names. Have you ever seen Ibrahim Mahama insulting Kennedy before?
Let me explain to you.
Don't explain that. I ask you a question, simple question. Yes or no?
Listen.
No. I don't think you can debate, my friend. It doesn't matter. You can go wrong because you said you never know who insulted Kennedy before. Listen, I ask you a question. I ask so many questions. Okay. Have you ever seen Ibrahim Mahama insulting Kennedy before?
Let me tell you where and how he insulted Kennedy.
Oh my goodness.
Have
you ever seen Ibrahim Mahama insulted Kennedy before?
Just take 1 second.
After all the insults and tantrums Kennedy threw on him, have you ever seen him insulting him back?
I said,
have you ever seen President Mahama insulted Kennedy before?
Mr. Makohene.
Okay. Let me. If you don't answer the question, I'll answer another one. Okay, I'll tell you another one. Have you ever seen Kwajon Pieni insulting Kennedy before?
No. I am answering.
Have you ever seen President Kufuor insulting Kennedy before?
But Kennedy don't insult Kufuor.
Have you ever seen? I can ask numerous. Listen, even if you have a problem with me, what got to do with my father or my mother? Even if I insulted Kennedy now, and he coming to insult me or he fighting me back, what got to do with my mother or my father? Be truthful.
Mr. Wakohene.
The way Ghana do politics, I'm worried. Me, Kennedy, I'm nothing against him. I don't know him. There are so many people I don't like them.
Hello.
I don't like him. His politics.
No, go ahead.
Or the way he does his politics. Even Dr.
Hello.
Yeah, you here with us. Go ahead.
I don't like his politics because he lies too much.
You talk.
So, I couldn't answer none of the questions. And I will so many questions. I'm happy you are support Kennedy, and I'll give you so many questions. So prepare to for it. Anyway, talk. I'm listening to you, bro.
You don't have problem with that. Now listen.
Yeah.
Mr. McQueen, are you listening? Are you listening?
I'm listening, my brother.
We have some people. They may not come to the front battle to insult you, but they will go and bring people. They will be consulting people for people to attack you. That is what is happening here in Ghana. So if you don't hear Ibrahim Mahama himself insulting Kennedy, you go by.
Let me tell you right now.
People insulting.
Have you? That is the main reason why the man insulted Anas. What did Anas do to Agyapong? What did Anas do to Agyapong? What did he do to him?
Thank you.
Tell me. What did he do to him? And Anas dad has a problem. Anas mom has a problem. Why? Even if you have trouble with Anas.
Let me tell you what.
Have you seen Anas insulting him?
What Anas did. Anas and Kwaku Baku do insult Kennedy Agyapong more than 1,000 times. And then if you like, I will send you videos. Will you allow me?
My brother. You might like Kennedy. Okay, listen to me. You can be honest and truthful with your argument. You might like Kennedy. Listen, you might like Kennedy. But what he does,
it's not that I like Kennedy. No, I am telling you the fact.
Okay. What fact? I asked you about 10 questions. You couldn't answer none of them. You told me you asked me only one person. You insulted Kennedy. And I give about 10 of them. None of them insulted Kennedy before. But Kennedy insulted them. So you know what's your stand?
What question did you
Anyway,
ask?
let me ask you this question. So first, I'm asking you like Kennedy. Let me ask you this question. Why do you think?
No, what causes the...
Listen. Why? I'm coming.
No.
Listen.
Let's finish.
Why do you think
what you have
Kennedy is attacking Anas?
Let's finish what you
Why
have
do you think Kennedy is attacking Anas?
Why do I think?
I said, why do you think Kennedy is attacking Anas and you on Anas all the time? Why? Why do you think that?
Interesting question.
Thank you. Kennedy is not attacking Anas in the first point. Let me make that clear to you. Kennedy is not attacking Anas. Kennedy is attacking the work of Anas, not Anas himself. Point of correction, please.
My goodness.
No,
Kennedy called Anas a murderer.
This is not a...
Listen, he called him a murderer. He called him a stupid boy. He called him a bush boy. He called him even his dad. So he's not attacking Anas. What because he's not attacking Anas?
The caller from Ghana. Go ahead and talk.
He's not ready to listen. He's not ready to listen.
I'm ready to listen. But what you are saying, the host is there. So you're telling me Kennedy is not attacking Anas. I'm surprised you're saying that.
Kennedy is not attacking Anas. Let me explain things to you. I'm here in Ghana and I do follow everything that they do here in Ghana. Let me tell you one thing. Kennedy initially was not attacking Anas. Kennedy was attacking the mode of journalism.
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way.
No. Let me explain to you. Are you ready for me to talk?
I understand you. I agree with that admission. I understand you. Okay.
Brother,
why Kennedy is attacking Anas work?
Let him land, and you go ahead and deliver. Go ahead, the caller from Accra.
Let me finish. So Kennedy was not.
No. I put the question different way because you said Kennedy is not attacking Anas. Okay, I'm saying the way you want me to say it. Why Kennedy is attacking Anas work? Let's say to that. You like I don't like that question. You like that question. Go on.
Yes, thank you. The reason why Kennedy is attacking Anas work is that one, the genuity or the mode of work that or the means at which Anas is doing his work is very, in fact, a lot of potholes and a lot of questions are to be asked. One, are you doing the work to enrich yourself? Two, are you doing a genuine work? Three, are you creating a crime scene and you put people there? These are the questions that we want Kweku Bako and yourself and Anas to answer.
No. You answer me.
Let me finish.
You said because his work is that. Okay, I understand. So you say I think you answered the question.
No,
let me
finish.
Right?
I'm not done.
He said he's not done yet. Go ahead.
I have a lot of explanation. Let me finish. Now look here. In this particular society that we are, or in this part of the world that we are, I can't come to your office and say, oh, let's assume I'm a lady, and I come to your bedroom. You are naked, and I also come and I just put off my clothes and say, oh, I heard you like girls. Is it true? But I'm
everybody
naked.
Knows Anas work. I understand that side of it. I understand that. I mean, I know what Anas does his work. Okay, so you're saying because of the way Anas does his work, that's why Kennedy attacking him, right? Attacking the work. That's the answer, right?
No. Kennedy is not, please, point of correction, Kennedy is not attacking Anas. Kennedy is saying that there are some questions that we need to ask about the work of Anas.
That's not what he's saying. He's saying more than that. He's saying more than that, please. He's saying more than that. He insulted the guy. He called him a murderer. He showed so many things. So I don't know why he's saying he's not attacking Anas. In any case, it's okay.
Oh, and why? It is true.
No, you learn because you give me the answer. I'd like the answer.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello. I'm
satisfied with the answer.
No. I still want to tell you one thing. I still want to give you another reason. No, Kennedy said Anas is evil. Kennedy said Anas is evil.
So is it Anas work or Anas? If Anas is evil, is it Anas or is it his work?
Let me explain things to you. But by the time I'm done, you will know where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Kennedy said Anas is evil. Aside, it is the work. It is the work that you do that makes you good or bad. No, are you getting it? It is the work that you do that make you a genuine person or an evil person. See, not quite long. It's not up to more than 2-3 weeks. Just recently here in Ghana, Aremeyaw Anas unfortunately for him, somebody got access to his email, and on authority, he has put some people on his email that is going to set
to be honest with you, to be honest with you, let me ask you some questions. I know what you're talking about. Don't go. I mean, I will come to that. I'll ask you a few questions before we proceed to that side. Okay. I asked you why Kennedy is attacking Anas' work. That's what you want me to put it that way, and I put it that way. You said because of the mode of parenting, yeah, the way he works and all that. That's what you said, right? Okay.
Yes.
Why now?
Thank you. Why now?
Because Anna has been existent for a while now. So why now?
Hello. Thank you. This is a very good question that people do always ask, and I answer them. And by the time I'm done with them, they will see that Kennedy has to talk. No, let me ask you this question too. You have asked a very simple question. Why now?
Let me give me a simple answer. Give me a simple answer because simple answer. Your answers are too long.
If something has been happening in the past, happening in the past and it's not right, and somebody sees it and then the person wants to correct it, should we say because we didn't correct it earlier, we should still keep on making that mistakes? No. If we continue, that is why that's the main reason why even laws are meant to be amended. Even laws, we amend laws.
Okay. Yes.
So it means that if something has been happening in the past,
it's good.
And it's not
that is good. I understand why you say that. Yeah, that is good. Okay, let me tell you my opinion. Why Kennedy is doing that? Okay.
That is your opinion. Okay, I'm listening to your opinion.
Yes, listen to me. Kennedy scared. They are in government. If they don't destroy Anas will destroy their government. That's why he's doing that. So it's not like he didn't know Anas someone was wrong yesterday and today. He doesn't go principle. Imagine.
It's not true. Let me tell you.
Imagine. Hold on. Imagine when Kennedy, when Anas done the number 10 investigation. Are you listening to me? I listen to you a lot.
Hello.
Listen to me now, please. Listen to me now. When when Anas do number 10 investigation, if you were Ibrahim Mahama or NDC guys, is it that Japan will behave the same way? Is it going to behave the same way?
I'm listening. You talk.
Yeah, I'm asking a question again. I'm saying when number 10, it was Ibrahim Mahama. Is it can Japan behave the same way?
That is why I'm saying I've answered you this. I've answered this question, but I think you didn't get it.
Well, you haven't answered me. You see that you say yes or no? If number 10 was about if number 10 was Ibrahim Mahama NDC guys, is it can Japan behave the same way?
Listen. I'm
he
saying
would
that
cheer
if
him
something
up.
happened in the past,
he would say Anas is a hero.
And nobody
the God is paying for his third. I'm ashamed of MPP, my friend. You know what I'm saying? Because I know MPP believe in press freedom. All this time, can Japan saying this, saying that, Anas is still working around. Why is he working around? Do you think Anas influential more than Japan in MPP? He's in government. Now you bring the names. And everything in Japan say you guys believe it. I'm surprised because he bring a name, a paper, and I watch that thing, and Nancy doesn't talk yet, and he says yes, it's authentic. How can that be authentic? How can you authenticate that? How can that be authentic? Because he's saying Japan saying it. Japan lies so many times. So many times, I can pinpoint about 10 times to you. 10 times.
Boy, we lost that caller. So many times. Try to call back. Gentlemen from Accra, Ghana. We have about 5 to 6 minutes left.
Bring him back.
Yes.
Bring him back, my friend.
We need to get him back. So call back and come and deal with this question. You're listening to Kibla FM. My name is Fuad Umar. Wow. Just wow. Heated. The network is... Let's check the phone line again. Hello? Boy. I think let's check him out again. Hello, can you hear me? Unfortunate, we
Tell him to load his credits in Ghana.
Yes.
So we can continue.
But
he got a lot to answer, though. He got a lot to answer. He's gonna bring his boss here, man.
But you know, you had said that the Honorable Kennedy made available to the public a bunch of photographs, images, right? But I think we've also seen videos of someone that
my brother,
yes,
my brother,
yes,
my
sir.
brother. What I'm saying to you, Anas done investigations, and that investigation yield results. They take people to court for them to defend themselves, and they fell short. So a lot of them were behind bars. Some of them were sacked. It's only Anas Agyapong has been working on for the last 2 years, and Anas is walking around. Ask yourself why. And Agyapong government is in power. His party is in power.
Good question.
In fact, I mean, he's an MP. So whenever he's saying, "Oh, that the criminality is the murder and all that," and Anas is still walking around, what does it tell you?
Great question. The gentleman is back. Gentleman from Ghana. So here's a question.
Yes, thank you.
If President Nana Addo's party, right, he belongs to the same party as the Honorable MP, right? So now that Mr. Kennedy has all these evidences, why is Anas free? Why is if all that he's been saying are credible, the things that he's made available to the public, if they're all credible and authentic, why is Anas not in trouble? Why is Anas still free? That's a question.
Thank you. Anas will be free, but he won't be free forever. Let me tell you one thing. As Abraham Lincoln said, you can fool some of the people all the time. All the time, you can fool some of the people, but you can't fool all the people all the time. Gone are the days when Anas does something, nobody even talk about it till now. And as we speak now, even if Anas brings something out, people here in Ghana don't even attach importance to it anymore. Let me tell you one thing. The evidences that we are talking about, that just recently, the people that Anas has targeted and then he wanted to set them up, they have their names, and I'm not saying that because, and I'm not believing that because Kennedy said it. The reason why I believe this is that I had opportunity to see some of the numbers and some of the people, and I didn't know any of them. I just picked the number and called, and truly, the name that we do have on the paper, the passport number, everything is like that, and it's just it's on point. Now Kennedy is not. Look here, the reason why Kennedy is angry.
Come from Anas.
Kennedy,
why? Why are you saying he come from Anas? Because Kennedy said that.
Can I go on? When you were talking, I didn't talk. I gave you enough time to talk. Can I talk?
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. Now, the main reason why Kennedy is angry, now he's asking, is it because Kennedy is the person saying that, or is it what shows that document is coming from Anas? What do you call it? Email. Let me tell you, we have a lot of gurus in the IT department here in Ghana. He must be aware. If he's not unknown, I'm telling him that we have a lot of gurus in IT. When talk of computer, we have a lot of people who are very smart in IT here in Ghana, and he can't fool us all the time. Now let me come back. The main reason why Kennedy is angry with Anas. Now look here. You can't point finger at someone whilst you are not killing. Now look, let's take the judges that he said they have taken bribes. Let's take the judges that he said they have taken bribes. Now look here. One person that I know very well, he said he didn't take, on the video. Bro, let me ask you. will a lawyer take 5 Ghana cedis from Anas as a bribe of no from any person? 5 Ghana cedis, not even up to let's say that is I think that is $1. No, the man said the money was put on the table. They took their pictures and they went back. That is what Anas does. When Anas come to you, Anas do not talk to you. That is why we are saying that if indeed Anas is doing a good job, a genuine job, after the investigation that he has done, let us have the full conversation that went on, so that the people themselves will make judgments. But you just don't go and then you do your voice over and you will be offended. You don't want explanation. No, if you are doing a genuine job, just bring whatever conversation that transpired between you and the sole criminal that you are talking about, so that the people will judge it themselves. But you don't create a crime scene and you put somebody there and you say that person is taking bribe. Now let me give one example. Kwesi Nyantakyi's case. Which aspect did Kwesi Nyantakyi said, or the Kwesi Nyantakyi demanded something from Anas, or the so-called Sheikh Atani? Anas said the Anas partner, the so-called Sheikh Atani said, "This is a gift from me to you. Take it. Don't be embarrassed. It is my quarter." That's what he said. Don't you take it? And no, let me ask you.
God.
Let me ask you this.
Because Agyapong says so. Listen, my brother, listen to me a little bit. I mean, I think you digress so much.
Let me
listen,
finish.
are you listening a bit? Because I was talking.
When you were talking,
are you listening?
I didn't talk. Allow me to finish. Let me finish. When I finish, you also talk. You let me finish. When I finish, you talk. I will listen to you. You let me finish. When I finish,
the gentleman on the line, the caller. Let's go back to Mr. Makohene, so we can get a couple of words from him. Go ahead, Mr. Makohene.
All right, my brothers, listen carefully, okay? Mm-hmm. When Anas does his investigations, Anas never sentenced anyone in Ghana. You know that?
Mm. He can't sentence anybody.
No. Hold on. Listen to me. Anas never sentenced anyone in Ghana because he's not a judge. So you're talking about the judges who were taking bribes and they got caught. You're talking about that, right? You know judges are lawyers. You know judges are lawyers, right? You know that. You know judges are lawyers.
The scene. Yes, they are lawyers. No. And it's the main reason why some of them are
so hold on. So the judges know law more than you, right?
Yes.
Right? Okay, good. So all these judges, they went to court. They took lawyers and they're sitting in front of another judge. So do you really think all them judges who sit on the case were biased to their judges? All what you and Kennedy saying, the judges didn't see that? Their lawyer didn't raise that questions? Anas were sued 47 times during the judge case. And none of them he did not find guilty. Okay? So the thing went through. It's not like it's not that work is doing and he's showing and you guys following and all that. It's not no. It went to where people do law and train and sit on the case, and you are allowed to defend yourself. Take a lawyer, and they went through there, and still eventually they fall short. So what are you talking about? What you and Kennedy are talking about? All this case, Kennedy. I mean, listen. Anas went to this place. When Anas did the Jet case, let me see this. When Anas did the Jet matter, he fighting for ordinary person.
It's not
ordinary.
It's not true.
Hold on. Because poor people like me, my mom, my sisters who can pay. And it's not strange, It's not strange. Everybody knows God. No, you know that. Don't I know that? The problem is you don't have evidence to prosecute them or to show them. And
we can barely hear you, Mr. Makohene.
You can hear me now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So what Anas did is not a new thing. We all know judges take bribe in Ghana. You know that. I know that. But you can just say it.
If you
can just say it in your mouth. You won't have an evidence.
No.
So what
you know,
Anas
but
did,
I don't know.
But when I put your mind to it, when I put your mind to this, all these judges went to court, defend themselves. It's not the radio and the public court of law. Proper where they read law. Their college judges sitting on the case and the matter, and they were still found guilty.
Are you done?
That's the final arbiter. It's not you. It's not me. Because I don't know the law. So when Anas thing was wrong, there was no way he will get through. And so far as I'm concerned, when Anas damn investigation, it fights for ordinary person. So the judges should be fair and candid to their submission. When your man Kennedy saying now, and I hear him saying something, I was laughing, saying, "Oh, Anas did some investigation about doctor, and the doctor was, I think he was saying what he's saying. I think the doctor was sexing the girls who come to do abortion, all that. Anas went to take bribe, or maybe so he didn't bring it out. That's what Kennedy said, right? Kennedy said that, right? About the doctor, isn't it?
I said I'm listening.
Yes, have you heard that? Have you Kennedy said something like that before, isn't it?
I said I'm listening. You are talking, so I'm listening.
It's not about you listening. I'm saying, is it true or not? I ask you a question. Is it true or not? What Kennedy? Listen to me. What stopped Kennedy to go and do that investigation and bring to public? What stopped Kennedy? If Kennedy can have money and on his radio station and all that, why don't he go and do that kind of investigation and not did and brought to light so people can see the bad guys are there? People he was saying and ask correct bribe, so he didn't bring them out. Them guys are bad guys. He spent 2 years only Anas, and Anas still working around. 2 good years. Anas spent some couple of months. A lot of people behind bars.
Only 2 years.
That's a long time, though.
Only 2 years. 2 years is not a long time.
2 years is only one person. 2 years is only. And even though all the evidence he brought, it's not his investigation. All the video he brought, you talking about if it is authentic, it's not his investigation at all. People just give the tape. But Anas did his own investigation, did on his own tape. That's called investigation.
So you're saying, Miss Kennedy...
And when Anas brought people out there...
Can I talk?
He never talk about anything. He never insulted anyone.
Go ahead.
Bring
go ahead.
There.
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
Give it to authorities.
Go ahead.
Are you done? So that I can respond to your...
Go ahead. Respond to him.
Thank you. You know something. When Anas, the issue of the judges that you said, Anas went to court 47 times and none of them he was found guilty. Let me tell you one thing. They are not done with it yet. And one judge who was privileged to sit on the particular case that some of the judges sent to the court. He said, in fact, it pains him that he was deceived by a certain woman who was a judge by then to do that thing to his fellow police.
It's a fallacy. Kennedy Japon said that. No judge said that. Kennedy Japon said it's a fallacy.
No judge said that.
What's the name of the judge?
What's the name of the judge that said that?
When did he say? Kennedy Japon said that. And you believe that?
Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
Can I talk? Thank you. There's this adage that whatever goes up will come down. And he was saying that it's because he made I wanted to correct him earlier, but he didn't give me the opportunity to correct him. So I think I have the opportunity now. He was saying that because MPP is in power is the main reason why Kennedy is doing that so that he won't tarnish the image of the government. Anas don't know MPP, Anas don't know NDC. All that Anas do is to enrich himself. Let me show you something. If Anas is doing proper interview and proper journalism, proper investigation, anyone who does proper investigation will not send whatever the so-called video. He won't go and show it to the person in question and say, if this is what I have against you, and I'm demanding this. No proper investigator will do that. Again, we are here in Ghana. Tell me one particular investigation that Anas did that he didn't show it at the Ghana National Theatre for money. Tell me one. Tell me one particular.
Anas, even number 10. Listen, number 10, he didn't take money on number 10. Number 10, he didn't take money on number 10. Okay, but anyway, if Anas take money, so what? Anas, I want to work with people. Anas got family.
So, wait a minute.
So what's wrong with that?
Mr. Makuhene, you saying Anas should take money from?
I'm never saying that. I'm saying Anas don't take money. Because number 10.
No, you had said if he takes money, and so
he
what?
Doesn't take money. But I'm saying to myself, even if he take money, so what? Me, I have no problem.
But that could call into question the credibility, though. It's a credibility issue.
It's not about Anas. Even if he Agyapong, even if he does investigation like what Anas did, and go and show and take money, I don't care.
Can I move on?
So far as we catch the corrupt,
can I move on?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm okay with that.
Please, he had enough time to make his point. Can I move on?
Go ahead.
Thank you. See, no proper investigator, and I repeat, no proper investigator will do investigation and send videos across. It has never happened in the. Tell me if in the States, after investigation, you find out you even find it difficult to find out the person who even did that investigation. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying.
No, if the fact is, if you investigate someone, right, and then you later on show up at their residence and be like, hey, I have you on tape, I need this and this and that, you could actually get into big trouble because that's extortion. You know, that's a crime. That's a crime.
That is why Kennedy Agyapong was bold enough to use that word for him, extortionist. Now look here. We have all had the opportunity to watch the raw video of some of the judges, and the judges that came were more than the people who didn't show up in the video. So assume Anas was able to court. Let us assume that indeed the judges took bribe. Let's assume that they took bribe, and there were 15 who took the bribe. Anas brought only 7. What happened to the 8? I'm asking, what happened to the 8?
I said, tell me one judge name.
You said,
Agyapong told all these lies and you guys believe it. How can that be possible? This is a lie. How can you verify this? Why are you going to verify that?
Mr. Referee.
Yes, sir.
Mr.
Why don't you tell Agyapong to do the rest of them investigation by the rest of them and bring them on board? You should go and do the investigation. I'll be applaud.
Okay, we don't have the video yet. We don't have it, so resend it, and we can review them, and then the next episode we're gonna make it available. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'll send you right to you.
Okay.
I watched the video myself. I watched the video. I'm not saying, I said I watched the entire document myself. I'm not saying somebody told me. I said I watched the entire video myself. So what is he talking about? What is he talking about?
So
we are talking about
why is still Anas walking around then? Why is it Anas talking around? Anas is still walking around?
Yeah, because
your party is in the government.
Exactly.
What's the problem?
So why, if
and I heard he said,
with the influence that Mr. Kennedy has, with the influence that the Honorable MP Kennedy has, right? Why is Anas not?
I'm coming.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm coming to that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know one thing? Rome was not built a day.
Oh, please.
And I'm coming. And it takes time. Look here. Gone are the days. Anytime
Is it that your defense? Is it that your defense? Let be the Rome first before you come out to that assertion.
Let me finish. When you were talking, I didn't talk. Go ahead. When you talk, I didn't talk. So let me finish. Let us do a genuine, how do you call it, argument here. Look here. When Anas, initially, anytime Anas does something, we hear him, including even our president even said, it is on record that when I become a president, I will investigate and I will wipe away corruption through Anas principles. That's what our current president said. Now let's come to the board again. Anas did Galamsey saga, and one person in the presidency called Charles Bichu was part of it. And we all saw in the video, he was taking money. That's the video Anas brought out. And there was a voiceover. There was public sentiment that, oh, the man is corrupt, the man is this, the man was that. Now, do you know what? Do you know what happened? What he told the public, that happened. The president said, I need the raw footage. Let me have what transpired. And as I speak to you now, Anas has not been able to provide the president with that. And let me tell you, let me say this on record. All the things that Anas is saying, all the things that Anas is doing, it can't stand at the court of law. It can't stand. Look here, let me tell you one thing. About the judges, it was a setup by their own colleague. And a day is coming, that colleague who did that particular thing.
Oh my goodness. God.
And he said, let me answer your question. He said, why is it now, if all these evidences that Kennedy and other people are saying are true, why is it that?
Because listen, the guy is MPP man. That's why he's still there. If he's an NDC guy, he will be behind bars. That's the answer. If you don't know, I'm telling you, that Bisu guy, he said he's working there. He's working there. Presidency. That's why he's still there. What are you talking about? If he's an NDC guy, he will be behind bars.
Let my brother from UK.
You cover him.
Interesting. Go ahead.
No, it's not because he's an MPP man. Now, look here. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. We're listening.
Because people are getting an attention, and they are getting the belief that there is something fishy in what Anas is doing. That's the main reason why the president said he needs the raw footage. The president didn't say he won't punish the guy. He said he wants to have the raw footage, what transpired, what really went on, before he can pronounce judgment. And up to now, let me tell you one thing. That why Anas is still walking freely on the street here in Ghana. And I am promising you, mark it somewhere. It won't take long. You will say, oh, Prince said this thing Prince has said this thing some time ago. Anas will be brought to book. Very soon. Look here, Anas has been able to weaken our institution. No, Mr. Referee, I want to ask a question. Tell me one particular investigation. Don't we have crimes in Al Jazeera? in their country? Don't they have criminals there?
They do. They do.
Don't they do investigations? Don't they do investigations?
I will believe so.
They do. Now tell me, even in UK, when they do investigation, tell me, or even in the state, tell me, at one particular point that they have shown it on national television. Tell me one.
They usually
tell me one.
If they will, it should always be after prosecution. You know.
Thank
you. Know, after
it will always be after
yeah, exactly.
It will not be. It will not be that. Now look here, what Anas is doing. Anas just want public sentiment, and now the public.
Do you know? Do you know program called Panorama?
Anas is doing that to enrich himself. Now let's go back to question and issue. Now look here. The reason why I dislike Anas initially
because of Agyapong.
I like it. No. Let me tell you.
Imagine if you finish your statement, I will say something. Well, okay, and I ask you a simple question. Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Makwehene.
Okay, are you listening, my brother?
He's listening.
No, let me finish. When I finish,
Don't
give you opportunity.
Don't verse. Don't verse.
We only have 5 minutes left, so let's take it one at a time. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Be very honest to me. Be very, very honest to me. Okay. If 2014 or 2016, when Mahama was in power, and NDC guys stand up and has done some investigations on maybe border with MDC or wherever, and NDC guys stand up and behave like what Agyapong is behaving, are you going to side with him? Were you going to side with the person like you sided with Agyapong?
I would say yes and no.
Oh my God!
No, yes and no.
You crucified the person.
Yes.
He said yes and no.
Crucified.
That's two answers though. Yes and no. Go ahead.
Let me explain to you why I'm saying yes. One, if they are able to bring evidences that shows that what Anas is doing is not right, I will side with them. But if they are not able to bring any evidence to disprove what Anas is doing, then no. Very simple. Very, very simple. I told you something that if something had been happening 10, 20, 100 years ago, and that thing is not right, it doesn't mean that now that we are in the light, we should continue to do that, those foolish things. No, we can't continue to do that. We can't continue to do that. Now, let me ask my brother a simple question here. Tell me, on this planet Earth, an investigative journalist or an investigator, let me be in police, BNI, FBI, whatever, who has done an investigation and has shown it to the public and taken money before, and has been taking and has taken money before. Give me only one person.
Have you seen Anas taking money?
Yes.
So why are they walking around?
Gentlemen, please, you saw Anas with your naked eye taking money for people to watch his investigation into those alleged corruption. Are you saying you've seen him?
No, I said. Listen, hello. Are you listening? Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yes, I'm saying that there's no investigator who has done investigation and will take money from the public for the public to go and watch, for him to be rich. It has never happened. Give me one person.
Listen. Anas don't take money. Anas don't take money.
So it's a free screenings, right?
If in the recent one, Kwaku was keeping saying they no take it, you don't sell tickets and all that. So what are you talking about? Don't stop listening to Agyapong and listen to voice of reasoning.
Mr. Makwehene.
Okay? Stop listening to Agyapong and listen to voice of reasoning. It's not about what Agyapong says is true. Agyapong says so many lies, and I can tell you now. So many lies. That's why I don't believe him.
Yes. Go ahead. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I said it is on record here in Ghana that particular even the number 12 expose was telecasted 3 times here in Accra. And myself, I went there to watch it myself, and I paid 50 Ghana cedis. What is he talking about?
You paid money to watch it. Who gets the money though? Who gets is the money?
I said
no.
myself.
Does the money go to the facility, the place of the screening, or personally to Anas?
Anas' pocket.
How do you know that?
The money that we pay goes to Anas' pocket.
How do you know that?
Oh, are we not here in Ghana? Can he dispute that fact? If he can dispute that fact, I want him to tell me no.
No. If you're saying, you paid money, that's you saying it, okay? But what evidence do you have that money channels all the way to the pocket of Anas?
Yes, he saw the ticket. He brought the ticket out. The National Theatre, the facility, they didn't tell anybody to come and watch. He was the one premiering his video. So he saw the ticket and he took his money.
Interesting.
So I want to ask him. He should tell me one person on earth who is an investigator and has that investigation and has premium that video not before prosecution and has taken money.
That's an easier question. He's going to give you 5 names. Mr. Amakuhene, give him 5 names. He asked for 1, but I know you will give him 5. Go ahead.
What did he say?
One a name of an individual, a journalist in the world that who takes money to show his investigative works. So in
the first place.
Yes.
In the first place, Anas did not take any money. You might probably buy your ticket. But that doesn't mean Anas took the money.
Brother.
It was all over the radio. Listen, it was all over the radio and TV. The thing is not for sale. You give it to news outlet or order, but someone man landed and give it to you and say,
"But the gentleman, Prince says he paid 50 Ghana to watch the screening."
That's what I'm saying. He pays 50 Ghana from Anas or from who?
Yeah, that's a good question. It could be one of those underground mafias that took your money.
No, he give the ticket and order to the news outlet or the radio station and order. So if you end up to go to someone and sell it to you, that doesn't mean the money goes to Anas.
There's no evidence to show that the money.
No, not at all.
There's no evidence.
And the guy said categorically on the radio, so it's not for sale.
Can I come in?
Go ahead, Prince. Go ahead.
So it's never true. I say it on record that Anas, nowhere did Anas say that he is not selling the ticket. Nowhere. I say it on record. And it is on record that Anas did not say that the ticket that he's... my brother, can I ask you something simple?
Ask him one simple question. We have 2 minutes.
What is the meaning of ticket? If the thing is free, why do you print out tickets? You should answer me.
The print ticket for people to go through. That doesn't mean it's sold. Because you need to be at least... get a ticket so you can get in there. So
do you have a copy of that ticket?
No Ghana can fit in.
Prince, do you have a copy of that ticket? Can you get a copy of that ticket?
Oh, no.
Oh, you don't?
But I will try as much as possible to find one and send it to you by the close of tomorrow.
That would be great. That can show how much.
And how much was it?
He said he paid 50 Ghana.
No. How much was on the ticket? What the price on the ticket? How much was it?
That's why we need a copy.
I said mine was 50 Ghana cedis. 50 Ghana cedis.
It was on the ticket, right?
Yes, it's a ticket that he sold.
Yeah, so 50 Ghana was printed on the ticket. When you get us a copy.
Okay. Please, brother. Please make sure he send it to you. Yeah,
he will. Next episode, we're gonna verify it.
You see, it's two-step level.
Listen.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Referee.
Yes.
Mr. Referee.
We have a minute.
Hello.
Go ahead, 1 minute.
20 Ghana cedis own. We're having 20 Ghana cedis own, 50 Ghana cedis own, and 80 Ghana cedis own. 3 categories.
Was it shown in a stadium or something? Online. Because 20, 30 Ghana, 40 Ghana.
National Theatre. Somewhere.
My brother, we are waiting for the ticket and the prices, okay? You're waiting for it. No problem.
Don't worry, I'll send them to you by close. And my brother, if he says I'm lying, you can do your cross check from Ghana. Just go any
I'm not saying you are lying. I say we bring the ticket.
And then and then you will verify what I'm talking about yourself.
At the National
It is
Theatre,
on record.
okay?
It is on record.
We're
It
going
is
to
on
take it
record.
out.
So Anas is doing this to enrich himself, which is very bad. That makes him
listen. What can I ask you a question? What investigation Anas did, and you are you don't know them that place? They got some corrupt officials there. One institution. Just tell me one institution.
I don't get a question.
And you didn't know before then.
Your question is not clear. Your question is not clear. Please come again.
What I'm saying, tell me one institution Anas did investigation, and you don't know there's a corruption on that institution. Just tell me one of them.
Big man, what are you talking?
Ask you a question. Do you understand the question or not?
He asked you a question. You asking him what he's talking about.
I don't have evidence that this particular institution are corrupt.
I'm not talking about evidence. I'm not talking about. I'm saying to you, prima facie. What I'm saying to you, what institution did Anas did? Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm not asking you for evidence.
You can't just.
You haven't heard that?
No.
I mean, when you go to customs, I think you have so many times customs take bribes.
Listen,
have you heard that before?
I speak with facts. I said I speak with facts. I don't just speak. So I can't just stand
you don't want to
Prince, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do.
Sometimes you've got to be truthful, you know?
Here's what we're going to do.
I'm not saying bring evidence, but you heard that before,
right? We need the evidence because
we
need the evidence. You're talking on the air, you need evidence because whatever you say,
no.
You're responsible for your own statement.
I'm saying, have you heard that before?
Mr. Referee.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Listen, the whole world is listening to us. So I can't just speak something that I don't have evidence or I don't have evidence.
I'm not saying present evidence. I'm not asking you. I'm saying have you heard?
You are not asking me. What if I mention something and somebody come and hold me responsible that go give us the evidence?
Who hold you responsible? Because you heard it. You can't stand court of law.
No, if you heard something and you don't have evidence to back it up, you need to double check your statement before you put it out there.
I'm not saying anybody is corrupt, okay? What I'm saying, have you heard any institution Anas did and you said you haven't heard that institution they got corrupt officials there? I'm not telling you to say they are corrupt or they are not corrupt. But I heard when you go to customs, listen to me. Maybe I know customs very well anyway. I used to be importer anyway, so I don't know why you just going about
Prince, our time is up. Here's what we're gonna do. The next episode of Open Political Discussion on Kibla FM, you're gonna make available the videos, a copy of the ticket.
Yep.
Because you had said that you paid 50 Ghana cedis. We need a copy of that ticket we need to see it.
I bought it with my own money, 50 Ghana cedis, before I watch it.
Were you shocked? Were you alarmed when you paid the 50 Ghana cedi? Were you alarmed as to why you should pay money to watch it?
See, when that thing came out, it was on radio. Anas himself went to UTV, United Television, and said, we will get some of the tickets to buy at Peace FM when you go there.
Oh, he did?
That's not true. That's not true.
No, he's gonna listen until you get the evidence.
Anas came out after the video.
Also, he went to that station after the video.
After the video shown.
Prince.
I watched him from Joy FM. Agyapong was in Adum FM. And Anas came to Peace FM. I think the TV 10 or whatever, and Agyapong was probably different radio. So that was after with the program.
Mr.
So that's
Man,
not true.
Do you know what you are talking? Do you know what they are talking?
I followed the events properly.
I'm telling you that some of the tickets were sold here in Accra. They went to Kumasi. It was sold. They went to Tamale.
No. You said Anas came to UTV and said
Anas was on UTV.
He's selling the ticket and all that. That's not true. Anas never come out. Anas didn't go out so often. Anas came out after Agyapong started insulting and throwing tantrums for him, and he went to Joy FM and the same day he went to Peace FM or UTV. So what you are saying is not true. It's not factual.
If you don't have facts, don't talk. If you don't have facts, don't talk.
Oh,
because
my brother,
I'm
I'll send you videos.
Okay, listen.
I'll send you videos.
Our time is up. Thank you so much.
Send the videos. That'll be good, my friend.
Thank you.
Send the videos, okay?
Prince,
back up your case. I think you're making some wild allegations, like your boss.
It is going to be sold at this place, so when you go there, you get something to buy.
Prince, make available the evidences to Cable FM, and we would review them and on the next episode of our political open discussion.
That's right.
You know, we're gonna,
you're gonna
be on the panelist, so we can talk about this.
As soon as I start listening to you, I know all your facts have come from. The Agyapong fact is not a fact because I see him as a liar.
No, you can't say that. You don't have the evidence yet. Wait till you see the evidence. Do not jump the gun yet.
If you want to agree with that,
you are not being a genuine person to yourself.
You gotta wait for the evidence to come out first.
Why?
The whole world is listening to you, and look at what you are saying.
So what? Now I'm saying that I'm not scared of anything.
Yeah, but wait for the evidence to come out before you.
I'm saying what I'm saying, and I know, and I can prove to you.
If you want, then you are insulting somebody.
Yes. So Prince,
we are debating.
Here's what we're gonna do, Prince. We glad you called. Just make available the evidences in next episode. We no retreat, no what? You're not retreating, right? You're not gonna call next episode. We don't want to hear the excuse that you're sick, that you cannot talk, etc., etc.
I am not sick. I am fit as fiddle.
Okay,
all right. I'm always available. Don't worry.
Awesome. Thank you so much, the brother from Ghana, Prince. Wow, just wow. You know, unbelievable. Here's the deal, though. All the things that he had said, and what Koihini had said, they're entitled. It's their own views, opinions, and they owning up. Not necessarily endorsed by myself nor Kibla FM. Amakohene, you have a minute to deliver a final remarks and we off the air. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Actually, I'm happy I'm here to debate my brother. I mean, he's good. But at the end of the day, I want all Ghanaians to listen to this. You should not politicize everything. I think we are too political. That's our problem in Ghana. It doesn't matter you belong to one or the other party. When someone, even the president, says something and it's not right, you tell him or you refrain from it. It's not about because I'm in the same party, so I have to defend him. Don't lie because you don't like him. So at the end of the day, I want all Ghanaians, the youth, to study the terrain properly and learn and find if even your hero says something it's not correct, find out if it's not, or find out if what he's saying is true or not. You might like him, but still, you have to be honest to yourself and your God. The reason why Agyapong is my problem, I think if you create 10 Agyapong in Ghana, you'll be in trouble. Sometimes you might have a case, but the way he presents his case is not good. The guy is a politician, he's very influenced. The guy is a leader, he's a businessman. I admire him on that. So there's a lot of people look up to him. When I was growing up, there's certain things even kids can't say it. This man, honorable man, can say that on TV about women, about kids, about elders. That's not Ghanaian attitude. So the young politicians, upcoming politicians, some of them learning from him now. We are in trouble. When I was growing up, I see some politicians. MP, especially MPP politicians, very gentle, decisive, debate. Nana is one of them. Apreku is one of them. President Kufuor is one of them. Even Kwame Agyapong. You see these people debating, Safumafu. You like it. That's proper politics. When you learn from these people. But now, it's about insult. And certain things Kennedy Agyapong can say on TV, sometimes say, wow. Wow. There was one girl called Fia Schwarzenegger. She talked tosh anyway. And Agyapong says certain things about the girl, the womanhood and all that. You are honorable. It doesn't matter what the girl says. But me to boot, me, come here, Kobe, that kind of stuff. It's not washed. You are honorable. Nobody forced you to be honorable. You decided to go to politics. But if you can't behave as such, there's no point. So aggressive, insulting everybody. It doesn't matter if you are older than him or not. That's not the way to go. It's not the way to teach case coming. We should improve. But I'm worried. If you see the young politicians, the way they go about their thing,
thank you.
The oldest are better. Far better than the new ones. And it's supposed to be improved. I'm scared. Sometimes I weep for Ghana. But hopefully, the young guys will take the expectancy to their stride.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Wow. Opinions varies. And they have delivered this. They're responsible for whatever they said. Evidence, very important. So when you say things, you need evidence. That way, the doubt is not there. When you have the evidence, people would actually believe what you're saying. You clear the doubts. But if you don't have evidence, you say things, it's either I take it or leave it. And you cannot blame me for that. But if you put out evidences, and I see them clearly, and I do not accept the evidences, that means, I don't want the truth. So they need to just do the right thing. Make it available, the evidences. Next episode on Kibla FM, we're going to make sure that they do the right thing. Our website, www.kiblafm.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can become a part of these presentations. And anytime that we're about to go on the air, you're going to get, that notification. That way you become a part of it. My name is Fuad again. Until our next presentation, I say, what again? Peace.